saw it last year.
Yeah, I'm cool like that.
It's going to be everybody's new favorite. I don't want to say Shaun of the Dead, but it's in that ballpark for me. I feel like that's where people will be with it. So
Same
see
vibe.
it at Anomaly. After that, you can go home. That's the end of Saturday night. But what we would like is if you join us again Sunday morning. Because we have another killer lineup. Starting at 11 a.m., we'll let you sleep in a little bit on Sunday morning with Forgive Us and Death by Temptation. It's kind of our church service.
Oh, it really is. This sermon is this sermon is piping hot.
Hallelujah. Hot damn. Love
it. We can start and give a quick recap of Forgive Us.
I mean,
I was going to say, I feel like, Dan, this is your alley.
Christmas slasher, bringing home gay boyfriend for the first time. Rough family dynamics.
It's a gay Christmas rage film.
Yes. Yes.
Gay Christmas vengeance. I was trying to think somebody had the perfect concise description of it in our little notes. Yes. Gay Christmas vengeance.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Is distilled perfectly. Yeah, Gay Wrath Month is November now instead of July.
Facts on facts. That is confirmed.
Yep.
Thank you.
I mean, we got enough of us here to confirm that.
There's also 7 sins. Spread that shit out, okay?
Well,
every month will get its shine. Don't worry about it.
Well, usually Gay Wrath is July.
Right,
it follows. Right. But, we're bringing it on back for you all.
You gotta mix it up where people start expecting it and they can prepare. And you don't want people to prepare for Wrath. You want it to be a surprise.
That's true.
Yeah, the gay agenda is we gotta keep people on their toes.
We gotta keep people on our toes. On our toes? I don't want people on my toes. I want them on their toes.
Something about toes. No thanks. Unless yes, I don't know.
That's totally up to you.
I took this to a place it didn't need to be.
There are no toes in the short. I mean, they're toes, but they're in shoes.
Yeah.
They're not covered.
They're not predominant.
Yeah. No. They're just there, like toes usually are.
Okay, we gotta keep it moving.
Yeah, we'll keep it moving.
I don't know how we got here. It needs to go away.
It was you!
First of all, sassy KP, late night KP, unnecessarily rude and evil. Okay?
Oh my god. It was the end of a detective novel. It was you!
It's you! Anywho, let's go. Let's keep it moving. Neither here nor there. Anywho, the feature.
Or was me. I'm sorry. Continue.
The feature is... I'm going to pause for a second. I think Adam's on mute.
Son of a bitch.
Maybe Zencaster knows. And just...
Yeah.
Maybe. It's that's enough.
We're in the home stretch, kind of. Our feature here is Death by Temptation, a incredibly shot film from 1990.
Hot damn.
James Bond III's only feature. You'd recognize some names in here. It's Kadeem Hardison, it's Bill Nunn, it's Samuel L. Jackson, Cynthia Bond, who is an author that is a part of the Oprah's Book Club. Little fun fact.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they're in a movie at the log line on this, a morality tale of lust and terror. I feel like that's a good way to open the door on this.
Yeah. Okay. So it's awesome, right? Because listen. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about Ernest Dickerson a lot because he's the cinematographer on this, and this, for me, what makes this movie what draws me to this film is the visuals. It's this 90s New York City full of neon, and there's red gels everywhere, and there's a lot of sexy scenes with wind and curtains, but then spray of blood, death. it's just such a fantastic aesthetic that takes a story that's kind of like, I don't say basic, but it's just simple of like young minister in training. He's like, I got to go to the city to learn the world. And he's got his friend who's an actor who's kind of like the worldly guy, the guy who knows everything. And it's about like learning about the world and basically like the whole idea of the movie is very much like there's evil people, there's evil women out there who will like, seduce and eat you. But besides like what the theme of the film is, it looks great. There's some great horror moments. The monster, the succubus, is. I wish we'd seen her more because I think she's fantastic. I think that this is probably one of the strongest parts of the film. Again, besides the cinematography, is just this performance of something terrifying. This idea of like someone who could be whoever you wanted her to be. If you had that one bit of weakness. A siren, yeah. She'll find what your weakness is and then, like, sex you up, then eat you, usually. I mean, usually you get a little sex, and then you get killed. So,
You go out with a bang.
Go out, hey! There you go.
But yeah, I was just tackle you to talk about sinking your teeth into a role. She is so good. Cynthia Bond is amazing.
So great in it. I really don't think there's a bad performance in the movie if I think about it. Maybe one of the feckless guys that she ends up just catching and draining, but
no, those felt real.
Yeah.
They felt like every schlub.
Yeah.
You dumb. Here's the thing. If you're gonna take off your ring before you enter the bar, my man.
Yeah.
What is this, amateur hour? Right? Like, come on, the light's on you. It's too late, buddy.
You've been hit by the red gel. It's too late.
Yeah, try again. Go to the next bar. You're sloppy, and that's why you deserve to die.
Yeah. You earned
Wow.
it. That's what you get for taking champagne from the bar.
The champagne conversation, because she's calling him on his bullshit.
God, that was so embarrassing and so funny. Like
already, he's not even getting attacked or eaten yet, and you're like, "Oh my god, dude, you're dead. Stop."
Well, this is more just like, kill him.
This is so awkward.
The movie where I want the villain of the piece to win. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah. I'm on her side,
hands down.
I mean, yeah.
It's a fun time, y'all. Okay, it's just, and I think it's gorgeous. It's gonna be amazing on the big screen. It's Sunday, so maybe reflect on some things. I don't think you have to reflect on anything. We're gonna have like donuts and stuff. It's gonna be great. Don't worry about it. We're all about the sins here, but like we're trying to put up a good front. Anyway, it's Sunday.
Here's what I'll propose.
Come for sermons by Samuel L. Jackson. Stay for fellowship hour.
Exactly. This is going to cover us. Don't worry about it. We're fine.
I'm also very excited to work on this playlist.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's already some bangers in there. There's already some bangers in there. We've got. I really tried to embrace the new Jack swing, the 90s New York City. So there's some.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
See, I got to jump on it and see what great inspiration Matt has in there.
You both kill it all the time.
I got very excited. Between this and New York Ninja, it's every bit of like late 80s, early 90s New York City that I love. So like, there's man.
There's an end song in New York Ninja. Okay, shh.
Yeah. Don't.
I'm just saying, don't walk out early. Do not walk out early. Just wait. Just give yourself. You deserve this. You deserve to hear this song.
Right. But also, the music in Death by Temptation is perfect because it's a perfect time capsule of, both the Quiet Storm R&B and also some of that late 80s, early 90s New Jack stuff. So it's great. Like every bit of it.
You got some seduction music going on there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. This is going to be a hot playlist.
It's no longer baby making music. It's succubus time.
Oh, yeah.
Guess what, bitches?
It's succubus feeding hour.
I'd instantly, like, that's my playlist right there. Thank you.
Baby making and soul taking. moving to our next film, The Afternoon, 1:30 to 3:30, which appears to be traditionally our Anomaly documentary slot.
Not on purpose. It's just kind of worked out that way.
Sunday afternoon just lends itself to, I should learn something before the week starts again.
Right.
You gotta bring something to the water cooler on Monday morning.
Get a little more worldly. Impress your coworkers.
Right. And this is totally not like an eat your broccoli kind of documentary. This is the found footage phenomenon. Our short here is Possessions, and the feature is the found footage phenomenon. Before we dive into that, anybody have a quick line on Possessions?
Bring your neck brace, because there is some whiplash.
There's no way you know where this is going. Wow. No way.
Yeah. It is a roller coaster.
Yeah. And it's a short, so hang tight. It is.
Yeah.
It's a lot coming at you.
That is wonderful. And the found footage phenomenon, obviously it's a documentary about found footage, mainly the stuff that turns itself into horror films. But what do we want to say about that?
It's, as you said, a documentary about found footage horror, tracing kind of its origins, and progressing into where that subgenre might go in the future. And I feel like whether you are a lover of found footage horror or you hate it, there is something in this doc for you. Like, no matter what your feelings, you will get something out of this doc. It's just so well done.
Yeah, it's very thorough. Like, you get a real good feel of like that evolution of this particular way of telling a story, really. And also like, there is flexibility and strength in there. I mean, we've seen sometimes that, like, as they bring up examples, you're like, oh yeah, that's found, or that uses found footage aesthetic. Mm-hmm. And it's very interesting to see how that has been built upon over the decades. You're going to learn something.
Yeah. Learn, damn it.
We are an educational podcast and film fest.
I'm like, found footage isn't like my favorite subgenre, and it was one of those things that, like Adam was saying, where it really made me appreciate like the craft of it all. And like it would get to a certain director, and I'm like, oh yeah, wait, I did like that movie like a lot. It's like, maybe I should go revisit some of these other ones that they discuss and kind of see where it came from a little bit more. So I thoroughly enjoyed this one.
Yeah, it's one of those docs where you want to have like a notebook with you to jot down the titles as they get mentioned, to have a watch list to go back to later.
I'm just so excited that this is making more fans for Ruggiero Deodato.
You dropping your horror references. Good thing this is a Genre Film Fest podcast.
For those who know, you know, and if you don't, you will soon.
Get out that pen and paper. Get to it.
Oh, start it now. Ooh.
Right.
Pre-game.
Get a head start.
It's unfortunate we couldn't make the turtle soup happen.
No. Boo. Boo.
What happened? What?
All I'm saying is the people I don't care about. The animals. Anyway, we can't start down this road.
No. Another day. Moving on to our 4:30 p.m. Presentation. Oh God, my brain just died. How'd that look on video?
Movie?
Movie? Film?
Hi, I'm Matt, and I just went to space.
Did you go to the World's Fair? Did you go to the World's Fair?
Oh, very clever.
Well,
and totally
around. Yeah, that was good.
Smart.
It is. We're all going to the World's Fair with the short, What's Left Inside? If it's me, very little.
Running on fumes.
So
This is our a quiet contemplation time. Where we're all gonna do some thinking. We're gonna do some thinking, like interior. It's very interior, this part of the festival.
I'm gonna say, yeah, we've shown you some things, and now is the time where you reflect and process what you've been through.
Welcome to the processing hour.
I love the way that we've done this. You know what?
Do you?
You know what? I love us. Let's just put it out there. I love
Yeah,
us.
we're nifty.
Man, we're good at what we do. So yeah, what's left inside? Do we want to talk about that real quick, and then we'll jump into we're all going to the World's Fair.
Yeah, well, like, as I said, that's
Or
yeah.
or do we
Well,
want to leave
it's kind of a sort of isolation and more isolation. And what that does to somebody, and we're all like a little extra and maybe too aware of that right now.
Mm-hmm. And it
and maybe a monster.
And I feel like it does marry well with We're All Going to the World's Fair, which is also a film that's kind of in isolation. It's something that's probably relatively familiar to a lot of us because most of it takes place kind of very similar to what we're doing right now. It's video chat or YouTube videos. It's kind of a coming of age film coupled with social media challenges and some creepy pasta, and you never quite know what reality is. I feel like it's definitely a thinker, and it's one that you're definitely. I don't know that you're going to see where it's going to
go. Okay. Yeah, I think this is one that you're definitely going to want to talk about afterwards. There's a lot to chew on with this one, and yeah, kind of a coming of age story, a little bit of horror, and about where lonely, maybe a little damaged people might gravitate on their own if the internet is their only outlet, and kind of go ahead.
No, I think so. All of us.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. It will probably strike kind of close to home after this last 18 months or so.
Absolutely.
And, especially for either folks that have recently been teenagers or are currently teenagers or have teenagers, it's definitely going to be one that sticks with you. I don't know how much more I can say about it. And that's at 4:30 on Sunday afternoon. I hate to say it, everybody.
Oh no, already?
Yeah.
It's that time.
It's that time. It's our last film. It's our
The
last
weekend went
short,
so
our last
quick.
feature. The weekend went so fast. It feels like on the weekend it will actually feel just as fast as this.
Yeah.
It always does. But we want to leave you smiling at the end of this because that's what we do. This is all about fun, community, getting together and enjoying a bunch of stuff you wouldn't ordinarily see in a theater. And I think the films we have here are good examples of that. The short is Aria, and the feature is Beyond the Infinite 2 Minutes. Aria.
That was amazing.
that laugh that hesitant chuckle makes me nervous.
It's adorable and freaky and adorable. And like maybe you need to punt Alexa.
So Anomaly.
Yeah.
I mean, since the punting the robot, but yeah.
Yeah.
Or be really nice to. I don't know. just be careful,
that's
or
a
it's
good
probably too late.
Yeah.
You know
If
what?
you're
I'll tell you this.
questioning it, it's probably too late.
Yeah, it's not going exactly where you think it is. Like, you're gonna think you kind of have a bead on this short. You don't. You don't. In the best way possible. You do not know where this is going.
Oh, I can't wait.
Alexa?
I can't wait. Oh, she heard you. She heard you.
Shit.
The robots are rising.
Oh, God.
I'll be in my bunker.
Mother bunker.
All coming full circle. And our final feature for this year, Beyond the Infinite 2 Minutes.
Oh yeah. Leave him with leave him with like it's like, listen, this is the best ending to the festival. You're gonna be smiling when you come out of this film. Like you're gonna be like, you know what? Movies are good, people are good, like everything's kind of good right now. And boy, do we all need this.
Yeah. It is a delight.
Yes. It is a friggin' blast.
You think time travel, this is going to get complicated. There's no way that they could carry this concept on for 70 minutes, and they do it. They do it well, and they literally easily hold your hand along the way, where they explain this is what's happening next, and this is why we're doing this, and it's just, I don't know, it was just so cute. All the characters were how they interact, and in this
adorable.
cafe, it was just adorable. So, this is my favorite.
Okay, if we're calling favorites again, it's also a very human film. In the end, we're dealing with I don't say it reminds me of Primer, because that thing's it's a fascinating movie, but a robot wrote it. I feel like it's that level of complication, where this has there's absolutely an internal logic, but even if you can't follow that, you like the characters and you hope stuff works out for them. And in the end, that's what the resolution really is about this guy who's, kind of in a bad, bummer place. And he gets to a better place through a little bit of time travel and a little bit of mob stuff.
Some shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Definition
right
here.
Yeah, it's just great. It's so great. And the whole time you're like, how the hell did they even make this movie?
Right.
I still question the sanity of the filmmakers, because how?
There's a lot of monitor travel back and forth.
Also,
which I guess made me nervous.
Yes, I'm anxious just shifting my computer around.
Right, and then down the stairs,
attaching it to the world's longest extension cord.
Right. It's great.
Yeah, it's a blast.
Yeah.
And there you have it. That is the 2021 lineup for the Anomaly Film Festival, November 4th through 7th at the historic Little Theater, Rochester, New York.
Historic.
So
they said it.
First thing there, you're trying to prove something.
I'm not trying to prove anything. There's no evidence of anything.
Except for it was all absolutely recorded.
Also, that statement, I was like, that statement is very false.
It's quite a bit of.
It's fine. I'm sure it won't come out someday.
No, not at all. So here's where we do the bit of filthy commerce. I know if you're listening, you more than likely have your pass already. Why wouldn't you? I mean, you probably bought this halfway through the show. But if you haven't yet, you can still do it. If you're listening to this and it's not, November 8th, go to anomalyfilmfest.com. There's a big, bright link to go and click and buy a pass. You can do that right there on the website, and then show your happy face to us on November 4th. We'll hand you a pass. We'll check your vaccination. We'll give you a very, very cool bracelet. And then you're in Wonderland for 4 days with us weirdos. if you don't want to commit to 4 days, which I could see that happening, I don't understand it, but I could see it. You can also get individual tickets right on the same website. We'd love to see you. It's going to be fun. We spent so much time putting this together. Adam has worked day and night tirelessly
So much time.
doing this.
Adam.
Yes.
Adam.
Adam.
Oh no.
Adam.
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 Oh no.
So what I want to
Oh
say,
yes, my friend. Oh yes.
if you're not going to do it for us, if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for Adam. Come to the Anomaly Film Festival.
That I'll take.
Yeah.
Yes. Please buy
Yeah.
tickets.
Why don't you like Adam? Why haven't you bought a ticket? Why,
Yeah.
Like Adam's the sweetest and smartest, and why would you do that? He's been working so hard.
And we will come
Why
find
haven't you
you.
bought a ticket? Yeah, we will find you.
KP, how's that?
Oh, it's yellow into red.
It was for a good cause. Oh my god!
And you know
Does
what?
that context matter?
Listen,
No, we just talked about that.
I think that's a good place to leave it. I think now that we've gotten the villain meter all the way up to red, it's job well done. Thank you very much to all the podcastronauts. Aaron, Megan, KP, our newest podcastronaut, Dan.
Yay, thank you, Dad.
I've been Matt Knotts. You've been awesome. We'll see you at the Anomaly Film Festival. AnomalyFilmFest.com. Don't miss out. Love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
be gay, do crime.
Oh, I love the crime.